Hi guys, what are you doing? Did I see Junie in here? Did I see? Are you in the background there, Juniperus? What's going on at this early hour? What's up, Carson? Um, what can you know? I keep it as I keep it a handy with you guys, and I have a question. I'd like answered right now. It might be hard for Carson to explain to me. It might be hard for Junie to explain the question I have because you both are very white. I, however, don't identify as white, so it doesn't bother me. But just looking from the outside perspective, observing people's, you know, subtle and obtruse racism, because I don't, race is weird to me. I just think we're all humans or whatever. Crazy thought. I don't know. Sure, I think maybe different species of people. Because I'm not really human, so I don't really, shit doesn't really bother me. But when did it become the cool thing to make fun of? Like when did it all of a sudden just become cool to shit on white people? Like, okay, I mean, everybody's like, fucking racism's been going on through the year. But I mean, we got Asian motherfuckers making fun of white dudes now. That's not okay, is it? Don't we didn't do anything. We never been mad at the Asians. We maybe made some chingy chong jokes now and then, but nothing. We already know you could kung fu our asses, but now it is there's motherfuckers out there. These liberal motherfuckers. They think the white patriarchy. They think of us as the devil. I mean, when I say us, I mean I do appear as I might be somewhat white, but until I talk. But when did that become like the cool thing to do? Oh, you did. You don't identify as YT. You did. You gave the white to the YT. See, even you did. Even they got you to call yourself white with a YT. At least 10 years. Yeah, it's a travesty. It's tough, and it's exclusively. And I'm again. I don't really care, but doesn't it seem to be exclusively white men that they're really just like shoveling the shit onto, as if white women aren't bad too, as if I mean, who can I shit on today? Who can I fuck with today? Give me a species or a culture? Can I make fun of cats? How about zebras? Zebras. How about how about for me, I think it's mostly humans that are clowns. That's what I'm gonna make fun of. I'm gonna make fun of clowns today. If you wear a lot of makeup, you're a fucking clown. Yep. If you wear like way too much perfume, you're a clown. Any extra shit that you put on you besides just normal clothes, I think you're a clown. and you deserve to be made fun of. You know, it's funny, most white dudes ain't putting any extra shit on them. Everybody else, they got the accoutrement, putting some more decorations on their whole shits. They trying to decorate themselves. Yeah, clown. What's up, Branches? What you doing? Ah, damn it, Carson. White men are the devil. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, we are, I guess. I'll accept my I'll accept my whiteness. Whiteness as long as you call me the devil. What are you doing, Branches? What do I think about um the Aurora Borealis? In what regard? I mean, I haven't ever got to see it. Um, it's been popping up in the news quite a bit, and everybody's been. I think it has something to do with the changing of the plasma, the energy just in general, in the realm. I think that, I mean, what a weird thing it is, right? It's just like, holy shit, the sky is all weird colors. It's like green and stuff. And when do you ever get to see a green sky, dude? It's like lights. Where are they coming from? What are they doing? You know, there's another one. There's an aurora borealis, and there's another one in the other part of the world. What's that one called? It's not an aurora. Something. It's another borealis, right? If you use photo filters. Yeah, I wanna. Okay, the picture on the front here. That's that stupid fucking cunt's face. If you find it, if you find the video of her on Instagram or some shit, I don't know. She had the audacity to run her mouth saying that if you have a token white friend, the the white friend has to ask everybody in the group. Like she said that she was basically just implying that the white friend was just a lesser being and that they needed to ask permission from everybody to be in the group. And if you're going to hang out, you have like if you were going to hang out with a white person, you'd have to ask everybody in the group if it was okay for a said white man to come hang out with you. And it was really interesting because so I could tell, as far as I could tell, she was pretty white. I mean, she was Asian, but like, is that not white? So if she's implying she's not white, then she's yellow. Why? How come I never get the luxury of having someone say some dumb shit like that to my face? I don't think she'd have the audacity. She was standing behind a camera and like, and it's funny because she said it with absolute thought she was saying the right thing. Like, I'm pretty certain that nobody agrees with anything she just said except for stupid liberal pricks. She's like, who is she standing behind? Like, she should like, why doesn't somebody throw her in a wood chipper? Why doesn't she get smacked repeatedly in the face on a regular basis? Why aren't people more people should be fighting on a regular basis? I think we need to relax the laws on physical violence. I don't think weapons should be involved. I don't think anybody should use a gun or a knife or just I think more people should be smacked in the fucking face. Like you don't get to say that. Why would you say that? It's unreasonable. If you're standing there doing a comedy act and it's a joke, everybody gets it. And it's good. That's good humor. But she was saying it with absolute certainty. Why won't they? Why that? Where are those people? It's almost like they don't exist except for in a little bubble on the internet. It's like because I walk outside and I'm like, I don't see it. Where are they? Yeah, white is Caucasian. Yeah, it's Caucasian, huh? Oh man, I've had that conversation with people. I had that conversation with somebody that I consider a very good friend, and they said that they made the stupid statement, and I was like, oh no, you're not doing this. You're not saying this. to my face. They said that uh, other races can't be racist against white people. They made that argument. You're gonna immediately have to remove your head from your asshole because you sound stupid right now. Every different, like, whatever, wherever you're from, you can. I mean, it's all, everybody makes fun of each other. When some people have deep-seated hate for different ethnicities. Can we use ethnicities? Does it always have to be racist? I don't know. I think it's fucking silly. I mean, doesn't everybody, you know what? Most people are they speak out against racism, and they have got to be the most racist people. Tell me that's not true. Do you remember about let's say 3 years ago? And I'm sure everybody remembers this. Remember right before before China took over the United States corporation? Does it remember this? Like, right, was this was going on? When you got onto YouTube or Instagram, what would pop up? I know you remember. It was a whole flood of propaganda trying to explain that everybody hated the Chinese and you shouldn't be angry at them. You shouldn't have hate for them or something. And I was like, I've never in my life heard anyone make any joke about Asian people, like in any major way. Like I've never even heard of someone being racist towards that. But there was a whole for like 6 months to a year, every YouTube and Instagram, every wherever you go, there's and I was like, what? That's weird. And now isn't it interesting? The whole China thing, the whole taking over the United States. Like it's a weird world we live in, man. They did like, was it like a feint towards, what's up, Matthew Nixon? It was like, well, I forget what it's called, but it's like when someone is doing the thing but then blames you. It's like the gaslighting. It's like the gaslighting is fucking. That's one of the major things going on in the world these days. Like the amount of fucking just blatant, outright. Uh, it's flabbergasting to me. The amount of gaslighting and bullshit. People straight lie to your face. I'm like, are these people? Are these people? Is everyone a psychopath, sociopath, narcissist? Like, they're all clowns. Do they really believe their own bullshit? That's where we are in the world. Shit's getting weird. Yep. I think it's pretty funny. I don't know. The whole like it's really interesting listening to people's theories of how the species evolved, the human race, whatever this shit is. It's always really interesting. How did were we in Africa? Is that what happened? Isn't that an Africa thing? Then why did we become a different color and go north? That seems weird. Why did we go where it's cold? How long did it take for that to happen? I mean, it surprises me that we are we're so smug especially scientists are very smug. Most scientists should be smacked in the face. They think they can figure out what was going on 100,000 years ago. Bro, you can't even tell me what you did last week. You can't tell me anything was going on a month ago. You can't tell me we don't even have our last 100 years of history in any country, especially the United States. We don't even have that shit right. We don't even know what's going on. And somebody's gonna be out here telling me about what was going on 100,000 years ago. Like the absolute smugness in which they decide like, okay, well, these people say, okay, they came from India. No, they came from Africa. No, wait, they came from Africa. I thought it was where. Wait, where are they from? Why do they go there? Why do they look like that? What's this? Where? What an interesting. So we got Indians here. We got Indians there. We got Asians there. We got okay. We got the darker melanated people, the people with different hair. Even the Africans are not like the Native Americans. They have different hair and different nose bridges and the whole. Okay, then why do they go up there? Were they all the same? Are we all different? Where'd they come from? Why do we look like this? Why do I look like this? Why do you look like that? How come? How come some people can grow beards and other people cannot? You ever see somebody that can't grow a beard? What is that? I mean, as a guy, okay, well, isn't well, I don't know what a man is anymore, but apparently there's something to do with facial hair, uh, breasts, and men have cocks, right? Isn't that how that works? I don't know, but I guess we're being so vague with language these days that anybody can be anything they want. Hmm. Identify as a let's see, what should I identify as today? A 2 foot tall cabbage worth $10 billion. That's what I identify as. How about that? Can't tell me I'm not. It's not up to you. Hey, NASCAR. What was that joke about where somebody's driving? That's a nice car. That's where I got NASCAR from. How's that joke go? Anybody remember that one? We were in the North Pole. I don't know, man. Maybe. Huh. Mm. I was watching this video earlier on basketball players, and how somebody was saying just straight out like most of them are clones or robots. Like they'll take whoever gets into the league, they'll just clone them or make a robot about them, and that's the one playing in the league. It's not even actually the person. The person's probably off in another land far from here, just hanging out doing the damn thing. It was really interesting. I know. It was anybody ever watching these videos like when you see these players, they something weird happens and they start glitching, and they go, "Oh no, they're just being weird." Like, no, no, that's a robot glitching. Something happened in the system, and they're like, you see Jalen Rose, he was standing there, and that some dude was hooking up the wires in the back of his neck. Anybody see this? It's crazy, man. What? It's a crazy world we live in. And I always point this out. There's a movie from the 90s, 1990s, and it's a documentary. It's Kayana Squatties and Baraka, and there's a bunch of these kind of movies right from the 90s, early 2000s. And this Chinese guy made a robot of himself, and this is in the 90s. And this is just some dude who worked in a robot laboratory thingy, and you couldn't really tell the difference between him and the robot. So now we're in 2020, right? 2022. So that just add 30 years. And whatever it took for him to make that they let him put on camera, that was 30 years ago. It means the technology to do that was here 40 years ago, which means higher levels of technology existed well before that. How many people are walking around that are literally robots or clones? And the more and more you look at the if you look into, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you look into the factories, they show you these pictures of what's going on in China. Why do this is not a racist remark. Chinese people all look alike, don't they? They just used a blueprint and they're all the same size, same hair, same haircut, same whole fucking thing. Same motherfucking thing. You ever smell an Asian woman? They have no smell to them. It's for real. Go down on a Chinese chick. She don't smell like any other woman. Uh-uh. Why they're all really proficient at mathematics. As soon as you could just load that program and they can all do this weird shit where like super samurais juggling on a unicycle. How? I'm saying that most of their population are robots. That's what I'm saying. So that can't be racist because I'm talking about robots. I think most of those motherfuckers are robots. And so this is why when people say there's like ch- children working in factories, no, I don't think they're children. I think they're just fucking robots, and they tricked you. Imagine that joke. Just imagine if you will, let your mind get around this. We've had robots doing lots of shit for a long time. What if we just made a whole factory full of robots that looked like humans doing, making your t-shirts and your Nikes and blah, blah, blah. And then to make everybody like, oh, slave labor, they would just propagate that to you. When in reality, those are just robots. Wouldn't it be a more interesting world? I mean, then you wouldn't be so upset about it. Then you wouldn't have any problems paying $6 for some Walmart shoes. Because it wasn't slave labor, it was robot labor. I could be wrong. I could be right though. That's the trouble right there. I could be right. It's a possibility. You can't say it's not a possibility. It is a possibility. Let me go up here. Oh, nice. Look at this. So intelligent, I packed myself a breakfast of beer. Oh, Matthew Nixon. Oh no, no, no. I'm out of here at. I thought it was yesterday. I was supposed to be out here. I got an extra day out of it. Here's the short of the long story. I went to go to my other place. It was like, nope. Like because somebody, a friend of mine, had gifted me. Well, I mean, I paid for it, but they did me a favor and booked me a room. I was like, thanks. Went there. They're like, you're not the person on the thing. I was like, well, I'm just fucking standing here. What's the problem? I just I gave you a lot of money for this, and they're like, nah, this isn't the person on the fucking. I was like, oh my god, this is so gay. So, um, so hopefully I have this other spot. Hopefully today I'm out of here at like 11. So I might have lucked out and got a place, or I'm homeless. That is there's the punchline to my life. Or I have to grab my shit and just go fucking walk out there and see what happens. Hopefully I have this other place though. I'm waiting on a response. Crazy, right? And you're like, but how are you just sitting there just doing a show and being calm? Like, what other choice do I have? Pretty funny, right? Surprising. and you know what? It was like I can't blame it on anybody else but myself. But if it weren't for the last 2 years of the trickery and the fakery of the whole thing, and then prices of housing going up and inflation and people getting different, like most of my friends left in the past 2 years. So like it's like all I have is acquaintances that don't have an extra room, or else I'd be good. I mean, even my friends would give me a place, but everybody lives somewhere else. I'm like, man, that means I gotta fucking travel across the country to go somewhere. Got to go over there, up there. Blah, blah. It's like a whole fucking thing. Guess I don't know. Say la vie, huh? Have a beer with me. I guess I have unwavering faith in my higher self or in the universe to make sure that I'm taken care of. How else should I be? We'll see. And that's what I'm doing. That's what yep, December 1st, 2022. It's almost Christmas. And you know what's funny? You know what's funny though? Today is like super cold. It's like 50 some degrees. No good. No good. The day that I gotta go fucking move my shit, it's chilly. Tomorrow, but tomorrow and the rest of the week it will be 75. So I can't complain that much. One cold day. And then Christmas in December. Or wait, Christmas in December? No. No, it's like July in December. It's like July 4th in December. It's warm. It's actually gorgeous. So what else? Matthew Nixon, tomorrow is your birthday. You can have all my birthday gifts. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Here's the thing: is as long as I'm in a residency, as in a domicile, in a location, I will take you up on that. But I can't, like, I hate having to carry shit. Like the more shit I obtain, the more I have to move things, which means like right now I have enough stuff where I have to get an Uber. So that's like a waste of money, right? Like taking a bus would be it'd be a whole hassle because I have like one more bag when I have arms. But thank you. So Matthew, how many years do you make? How many olds are you? Oh shit, 8:30. What is it? 8:30 in the morning. Hmm. What kind of birthday gifts do you think you're getting? Did you write out a list? Did you ask people for, or is it just surprises? Birthday gift surprises are nice. 39. Congrats, man. That's a whole lot of. What's up, Will Brooks? I am most well. What's up, Vince? What you doing? I am mostly well. I could, yeah, I'm good. I already cleaned up the place. Uh, I'm just gonna grab a couple things by about 11 o'clock and make my way out to the bigger world. What's up? What's really good? What's really good with you, man? Yeah, it's strange existing for 39 years. It's a whole lot of years, man. You really break that down. I mean, with 365 days times, we'll just say 40. It's a whole lot of days, man. Then you're supposed to really like. I used to have this fantasy of being, well, I mean, immortal to the degree of like I could survive. I could live to be 150, 200, 300. I don't know. Because I already know how to fix my body. Like I already know I can fast. I already know the things I can do. And as I've been here longer, I'm like, nah, I don't know. I don't know. As I look around me, I'm like, I don't know. You know that feeling like, look at this shit out here. Is it getting better? I'm good. But then I look around, I'm just like, man, people are in dire straits. A lot of people like I see too many people that are depressed and anxious and homeless and not eating well and doing and this like doing way too many drugs and it's like everywhere. I'm like uh, as I'm sitting here drinking a beer at 8 in the morning. Don't tell anybody. I mean, this is the depth of my depravity. Have a couple drinks. That's about it. I mean, if you had drugs and wanted to do them with me, I might. But um, Vince, it's your mom's birthday. Oh, so it's your mom's birthday, and it's Matthew's birthday. Tomorrow, nice. I mean, it's all birthday celebration going on. What is that? Make it like February? Was it Valentine? It's Valentine's Day, baby, huh? So that'd be March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah. Valentine's babies are being born November, December, right? Well, what is it about Valentine's Day that everybody wants to like drop loads in someone? What is that? Like you just couldn't like the rest of the time you were smart enough to pull out or whatever. But then around Valentine's Day, somebody's like, I'm gonna fucking drop hot goo in your cooch. Danny promised you a lap dance. Oh, where's she at? Is she here? Hey, Danny, are you up in here? Show us your brown eye. Show us your fucking poop hole, dude. Tell Danny get in here. We need everybody. Give us all lap dances right now. Let's do it. Oh shit. Juniper has put the. I don't think Danny's here. And I talked to her earlier. I talked to her earlier today. Celebration, bitches. It's December. We're making it to 2023. We don't have flying cars yet, but we do have sex robots. That's cool, right? We got VR headsets. We got a million and one ways to kill ourselves. We got plastic in our oceans. We got poison in the air. We got just filth in our foods. We're really striving for the best here in this reality, in this plane of existence, in this matrix, whatever the hell it is. Seems like we keep getting better and better. Science seems to be bringing us to the forefront of all of the amazing things. We got the rockets and spaceships just blowing out all sorts of. You see how there's. This is a question I have because it's a little confusing me because everybody's wanting to go green and be like electrical and all of this. And then I look at these spaceships and rockets and they're spewing out hot flames out the ass, right? And they're not going anywhere. They're all pointed at the they're all in Florida. Why are they doing Florida? And they're pointed right at where? Bermuda Triangle? Weird, right? They just send a rocket out there and so they're going to go around the moon, not even stop. Right. Well, we got that going. We got that going for us. We can't figure out how to take care of each other on this. Like we're here, right here. Check it out. Here's us. There's you. There's me. There's everybody driving around having a go day. And these motherfuckers want to go to Mars. They want to go to Uranus. They want to go to the moon, which is you can't go to the moon. We already know this. You know, to Mars. Maybe Mars is over there and they're trying to get over. That's cool, but yeah, all of this stuff out here, all these resources, all this money, all this glory of this world, but we can't figure out how to fucking make it work here. That's crazy. I thought we were getting better at this. We used to have black and white TV. Now we can do this right here. That's neat, right? Yes, we're making advancements, huh? Still haven't quite figured out how to take care of each other. Be your brother's keeper. Still haven't figured that out yet. These people preaching about the Bible and all this shit and politics, and I'm like, it says it right there, right? You should take care of your family. Everybody's each other's brother. No, that doesn't say that. I was talking about Jesus flipping over the money changers tables. That's the bank, interest, income tax, inflation. It's all called usury. They didn't like that back then. How the hell do we still work with that system right now? Why the fuck is my food poisoned? Why do I have to see the dude outside, you know, going through a garbage can for food? When I know for a fact that every store, every grocery store, every 7-Eleven, every McDonald's, pick one, they just throw food away at the end of the day. Perfectly fine to be eaten. They throw it away. They throw it in the garbage can. Why not just feed the people? That's crazy, right? Is anybody else surprised by this? I mean, I thought we were supposed to be getting better at this life thing, huh? Mm-hmm. Oh, Matthew, you got it. You got a kid? How old is your kid? Your son is February 19th? Well, if he was February 19th, then you made that thing in June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, you made him in June. That's a summer baby. You were fucking on a beach. Nothing says I love you like some hot good in the future. Yeah, man. I mean, it would be so easy, right? I mean, haven't we? Can we be honest? Can we be honest with each other? Haven't we made life pretty fucking difficult? Like as the whole thing is going on out here. How much stuff are we doing? Just spinning the wheels, just not doing the easy thing. Why do we make everything difficult? Most people shouldn't be employed. Most people don't need jobs. Most people don't want to work. Who wants to work? What are you fucking working for? At best they'll go through them. I want to see that. We are improving. There we go. Yeah, Vince. Yeah, it's just like the more and more I observe the reality, I just go. Okay, to walk down the street and look at the houses. Some houses are empty. Many of the rooms within the house are empty. There's hotels with empty rooms. There's plenty of indoor space. Water doesn't stop. We don't waste water. Water it recycles itself. I drink water, then I pee it out, it goes in there, and it goes in the earth, and it goes back up there, and it's a whole water cycle. We don't run out of water, so there seems to be water for everybody. It's pretty good, right? If I give you seeds and you put them all over the place, there's food for everybody. And there's houses. We have everything we need. And everybody's like, let's add 25 steps to this and make it really difficult for everybody. Strange creatures we are, huh? Yeah, the whole mantra, the whole mantra of the scientism cult, because it is a cult. I'm so tired of hearing people say, but it's the science. I love science. You don't love science. You don't even know what the fuck science means. Science is a methodology. It's a practice. Scientism is the belief that you think that study is more valid than the next study. That's the difference. But we're so impressed by the mantra that science is improving life. That's as silly as saying that religion improves life. Science and religion are both dog shit. They're dogmas. And people go, no, science is hard, factual, no, it's not. No, it's not. Not when you can have 20 different studies done to give you an answer. And it's all bought and paid for by the company that wants that answer. Nobody's willing to accept that. We'd be doing pretty okay, I think, if we just went and got rid of all the science and the medical journals, the science journals, the religion chronicles. I think we'd be doing better if we just figured it out, Go observe the things in nature. How do the animals do it? How the shamans been doing it? How do the plants work? The only thing that we've really done um, to to the benefit of humankind with our hands is probably made glass bottles or cans for beer. Anything alchemical that we've done tends to be towards beer. That's about it. Beer is one of the greatest inventions in the history of mankind. Uh, Nothing can disappear in this realm. First grade told us that. Science is the new religion. Thank you. Yeah, science is scientism. Yeah, I feel like a broken record. Shit. I, how do you talk to someone that believes so heavily in science and they just say science? Just say science. They just keep doing that. Like science. It's science. But no, when you say it's science, it's just saying, "Oh, God did that." Same thing. And they can't even bear to hear their cognitive dissonance is amazing, and they're the ones that came up with the fucking idea. Science. You're holding on to cognitive biases. Mm. No, I just need somebody to show me. Tell me the company that wanted an answer to something, and then show me all of the science, the colleges and scientists that tried to give them that answer, and how many of those studies went awry and wrong. And you know who got paid? Who gave them the right answer? Anything. Pick it out. Why do they why do we take a plant that I could just give you? You could eat the plant. White willow bark. Just go eat it. Or I could chop it up, divide it, synthesize it, and make an artificial version of that, and then sell it to you for a lot of money. And we'll call it aspirin. We'll call it Tylenol, whatever. And the dilemma is that now it doesn't have all the other constituents of that plant life. So you get what you would call side effects. They're just effects. That if you ate the whole plant, the other stuff in it would counterbalance and counteract to whatever the one single part of the substance. There's thousands of things in a plant, the chemical constituents of a plant, and then we take one thing out of that. Why? So you can patent it. And when you patent, you can't patent nature. You can't patent something that's living with the seed. So they bypass that, and they sell it to you. Although they got the framework from nature. They get the framework from a living system. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing is religion or science. You have experts, but that just goes to show you that how many different denominations of pick your favorite religion, whatever one you're comfortable with, Christianity and Catholicism and all this, and how many subspecies of that are there? They're called denominations. You know what else is called a denomination? You got a dollar bill, you got a $5 bill, that's a denomination. It's weird how churches always need your money, huh? But there's so many of them, pick one. Which one's the right one? They can't all be right. Can they all be right? Can't all be right. So what about the other ones? What the other ones with different languages, different people? Same thing happens in science, man. You have your belief system in religion, and I'm gonna go change one part of the book and say, well, that's not exactly what it means. We're going to read this as allegory. Isn't that fun? When you read like the Bible, let's say that you're reading the Bible, and somebody like, well, that's not what that means. So you just get to change it at any time you want. Well, it's allegory. They weren't saying it specifically. It wasn't really a burning bush. He was saying, you know, who wrote it? God did? No, it was a human being. And then it was transcribed, transliterated, changed, altered. Happens all the time. And then science goes, well, that's all airy-fairy. We're going to give you some, I'm going to show you this right here. I don't know, man. There's St. Joe's is over there. St. John's is over there. That school, that one, Baltimore. That's a big one. What about the science people down here? They're doing similar studies, coming up with different answers. Yeah, there you go, Vince. That's the part that nobody wants to hear. What if they're all wrong? That's a possibility too. They could all be wrong. They can't all be right. They all could be wrong though. There's a better chance that all of the holy books are all wrong. That there's no historical fact, no data, no anything. Now, we can say, I think we know a little better. There's a little history in there. It's astrotheological. It's part of the human body. And there's quite a bit of allegory in it. But they all could be wrong. Baking the cake, man. Yeah, each of them do. Yeah. I mean, the general blueprint for most of the books is quality. But then they pepper it with so much fuckery and like it. I think it was Alan Watts who said, if you really did had a good and loving God in this universe, they wouldn't give you a manuscript. They wouldn't give you a book. It would ruin it. It would ruin the experience of life. The whole majesty of all the shit that's going on. I'm just gonna be like, hey, let me give you the book. Oh, thanks for the book. Then you're staring at the book and not observing all of this out here. You've forgotten that book came from that tree. The paper in there literally came from a tree. You forgot that. You're reading the book. That ink, where'd that come from? The leather that is bound in, what animal did that come from? Leather is bound for old books. Yeah. So people are just staring at that book. They're staring at their science books. They're staring at the religious books. I had a friend of mine years ago who he went from listening to hip hop music and being pretty much a regular dude to everywhere he went, every moment in time, he would have a Bible in his hand. And like he'd clutch it like a security blanket. And he dove face first into scripture, and then wanted to become a preacher. But how? Because he was told. Because he was told. Because he was the dummy. He got his girlfriend pregnant by like sneaking up in her window and raw dogging that shit. Got her pregnant, and then the father figure was like, they're very religious. Very religious. She was homeschooled on it. Said, you can't see your daughter unless you become Christian. Like, first of all, I don't think that dude can do that. And second of all, like, why would you just go, oh, that's the pathway? Wow. World is crazy. I wonder what the fuck he's doing this. I think he already had like 8 kids or something. He kept dropping. He just made more and more kids with this chick. And the funny thing is, some of those kids, probably not his. Mm. Yeah, Vince. Yeah, it's always got to be a daddy. I think I'm gonna my next religious venture is going to be into whatever religion the mother figure is important. Instead of the whole daddy thing. Hey, Danny Skylark's here. Hey, see, I speak of mother figures. What's up there, sweet tits? Danny's got some real nice some village feeders. Oh, what is this? What is this? Commissary beer? Real ale? What is this? This looks oh, that does look delicious. A nice stout for breakfast. Is that local? Is that local to Houston? Is that a Houston lager? A Houston lager. One second, y'all. Let me go piss real quick.
I never blew my chances. My style is classic. Start if you want the beat, I got it.
Cool music, nice. Okay, we're back. And I guess I'm. Am I still living? Is this being alive? Are you guys alive? Wait, check it out. Are you still there? Okay, this is. Yep, I'm still here. Holy shit! Look at that. Are you ever just surprised at your own existence? You ever just look at yourself and like, what the fuck is this? Would you have designed yourself the way that you are? I'm gonna ask you very, 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 very. Oh, look at I got paint all over my shirt. So good. If you were gonna design yourself, would you design yourself to look like you look? Do you like yourself? Danny, oh yeah, you on a daily, you ever just look at yourself in the mirror and you go, "What the fuck is this here? What's going on with this thing?" Sometimes I'm like, "Damn, I look like a Greek god." Other days I'm like, "What is this piece of shit right here?" Can you use what to blow your nose? Ooh, Vince, you got you're going with that. You're going that route. But there's something there's some sort of teaching or lesson in pain. I mean, some pains that I've had, oh man, I would never wish it to anybody. But I think maybe I would design the body with a lesser degree for pain. I don't think necessarily that would get rid of the equal opposite of happiness or joy or pleasure, because I have had many of pleasurable experiences. But the whole idea of getting rid of the pain sensors, I mean, pain sensor is the same as a pleasure sensor. So if you get rid of the pain sensors of the body, you would get rid of the pleasure too, wouldn't you? Like, I mean, if I tickle your tits with a feather, you might giggle and laugh. But if I hit you in the face with a brick, you know what I mean? Well, I mean, isn't it interesting? I always bring this movie up, but I think it's a fair assessment, and it's Ready Player One. You know, we're here already in this body, experiencing reality, and then what they do is they get to the point of virtual reality headsets, but then put suits on that give them the feeling of what's going on in virtual reality. You just made 5 extra steps for something that we're already experiencing, right? I mean, the idea that you could lessen some of the pains and sufferings and whatever, and you still get the reality experience is pretty cool. But it's like you already have that. So it's like, well, what's the point? Why I'm gonna put a suit on? Hey, you put the suit on, and you'll feel all the things in the game. Like, but I can do that right out here. I think the only thing that fixes, I think, if you really break it down, let's go a little deeper here. I think it's mainly for one purpose, and it's sex. If we don't and this is some movies. What fucking movies? Back in the 80s and 90s, Total Recall and all these shits. Those kind of movies. No, I don't think it was Total Recall. What the fuck was it? Well, where people basically they didn't have sex with their physical bodies. So look, if you have if you have intercourse on the digital realm, you're not reproducing a baby. So that's a fix for most people, because how many people are really trying to have kids out here? Like really, really, really. Most people, whether you like it or not, most people will be like, that was a mistake. I mean, your parents probably thought you were a mistake. Some people, they've been together for years, and they're like, I'm going to make a baby with you, and let's keep this generation continuing. That's very small. That's very small. So the idea of the virtual realm would be, well, then stupid people, we don't got to worry about them reproducing. So there is a benefit, wouldn't you say? Is it not so? Yeah, where are we at here? Hold on. Let's see. Out of body, there's no suffering. Well, I don't know, man, because I get out of body. I astrally project. I can do all that shit, but there still is physical. Bro, I mean, maybe you've never actually been out of body, or the delights in the other realms are this on steroids. You still see the sunshine. You still can feel it on your skin. You can still drink that thing. You can still play with the stuff. You can still touch things, but it's more vivid. So you don't really get rid of it. I think it just so happens in those realms, you don't really you don't participate in the sickness, in the goofiness that this world does. When you go to the other realm, people are sitting around. Like I've gone to like coffee shops in France, like not in this body, but I've gone to like coffee shops in France and just levitated and had, hung out and had chats and watched the sun and the birds chirping and all this shit and just playing with these people, talking and whatever. There's no drama. That's what you remove, I think, in these other realms. You went to Mets Warehouse. You look like a character from God of War. That would make sense. You do, kind of. Danny, what'd you say? What What is the difference between a brick in a man's hand that feels like you've been hit with one? I don't know. Well, you've never let me touch you. You realize like on a I wouldn't say a daily basis, but most days I hug like a half dozen people, and I put my hands on people. Like I lay hands upon people, like biblically. Yeah, for real. I already know this. And so like I don't know. I don't. Only occasionally do I have to use these things. It's not generally part of my lifestyle. Okay, Vince, let me answer this for you. This is funny because I was listening to Manly P. Hall a couple days ago. And he was talking about this idea. You are not a gazelle and you are not a hyena, are you? Well, let's start with this. Humans are totally, completely, absolutely a different creature, creator, being. Our consciousness, our empathy, our thumbs, which I always bring up, our opposable thumbs, our capacity to build a house, to make a fire, to cook food, to design and build shit. We are not gazelles and we are not hyenas. Listen closely here. Those are complete cultures. There's no individuation. There's no individuals within. Those are archonic structures of beings. If you say dog, that's a fucking dog. Different kinds of dogs, yes. But let's go. You look at a bear, it's a fucking bear. You look at a cow, that's a fucking cow. You look at a hyena, it's a hyena. But if you look at humans across the range, even within the whiteys, between the Caucasians, the Asians, the melanated, different even within the grouping because we're individualized. We have our own style. We wear clothes. They don't wear clothes. So somehow using the idea that a gazelle being eaten by hyenas connects to learning. They don't. Animals don't really have this. Our capacity to learn and build and grow is much different than animals. They don't. You could teach a dog, you could teach a cat, you could teach anything to do a couple things, but it's just like when you program a computer, when you program something, it's only as good as this simple software systems or the computer will allow it to be programmed. Like you can program these couple things. As a human, you can program the computer. A dog can't program you. A hyena can't program you. They can't build a fire. They can't build a house. Wildly different. Wildly different. There's no learning for them. Does that make sense? The brick cannot throw itself. The billions of babies. Yeah, that's another weak argument on behalf of babies dying. Babies fucking die. If you die before 5, did you even exist? Most people don't know anything of their life before 5 years old. You're in completely input mode. You'll have later life deep-seated memory, but you weren't really there for it. You didn't really you experienced it, but you can't tell me what was going on when you were 1, 2, 3. You don't know. So maybe that child was for some other purpose. I'm not going to use the whole like it was God's purpose to someone's baby dies, or and they have to learn a lesson out of that. I'm not saying that, but it's people live, people die, man. Their spirit goes back to wherever it's supposed to go. But it's still, that's a separate issue altogether. Then, you know, why did you stub your toe yesterday? Why did you eat that meal that gave you the shits? You know you don't digest cheese too good, huh, buddy? You know, I mean, those kind of things. Those, like, it's I mean, the baby dying things are really, that's like a trick question to the whole thing. It's like, I'm gonna tell you like George Carlin told you, fuck them. No, it was Patrice O'Neill. No, it wasn't Patrice. Well, Carlin does a bit on fuck the kids, and so does Bernie Mac. Who the fuck cares? Like, why is everybody every time an issue comes up, they're like, you gotta think about the children. No. They already. First of all, again, let's go back to the earlier thing. How many people are making babies that didn't want them anyways? I mean, you gotta be honest. You gotta be honest with yourself. How many times when I had a dog, right? I'm comparing a baby to a dog because I had to be there 100% of the time for 18 years. You know what I'm saying? Every day, I take care of this fucking thing all the time. How many times I was like, man, that's a responsibility I don't want. Now, a child? That's like on steroids. Again, this is like a whole nother thing. Like, most people I don't think most people want children. I don't think you would. Some people do, and you go, oh, it's the love of my life, and I'm glad I did, and I've learned so much, but fuck them little brats. Yeah, the astral body is a body. It's just it's a more subtle form of your spacesuit, so it's more sensitive. Wait, Danny, what'd you say? You look at a Danny and fuck you looking at me. What does that even mean, Danny Sky? Like, well, how do you understand that? Yeah, I mean, Vince, I hear you, but I mean, like, I can't really, I can't give you a good answer to that. I'll claim my ignorance to the issue. I know there's lots of deep-seated psychological, post-traumatic stress, traumas, things that everybody goes through. And how does that play out to the next generation? Will you be the end of your generational sufferings? Will you pass that on to your children? It takes a very aware, conscious person not to deliver their traumas to other people. Like, how many times have I been in a conversation and I know the person I'm talking to, I said something that wasn't meant for them. Do I feel bad? Do I apologize? Sure. People do that to me? Yes. Everybody does to each other. But it takes it's a skill. I think it was it might have been Krishnamurti that said this. He said it was probably Osho, I think. But it takes nothing to be angry. But it takes a lot to be angry at the right person, at the right time, for the right reasons, for as long as you should. Like, that's a lot of complications there. But humans are easily to project anger from past ideas, relationships onto next things, and there's this fantasy that we have of the future that we somehow inflect onto things. So that's a major thing. I mean, what's up, Incognito? What you doing? Incognito 369. What's up? How do you access memories before 5? Man, you probably got to go see like. I mean, there's people on here that on YouTube's that do like past life regression, early life trauma, meditations and shit. You have to get into some mind frames that I'm not sure. For me, I think they're mostly, for most people, is firewalled off. It wouldn't be smart for you to unpackage that trauma. You should just accept it and move on. Most people they want to dig into the past so bad that it will cause themselves more injury and more hurt than it's worth. I mean, would you really want to know if you 1 and 2 years old, you were like, people were putting cigarette butts out in your face, would you really want to go relive that shit? I don't think you would. So I don't know. I mean, some people, maybe there might be, it's like if you were injured and you, like, say you got shot and the bullet was in you, but the scar healed up, but it was still inside of you, then you might want to go in there, cut that open, pull the thing out. But I think most of the traumas that humans have went through, I think you just gotta let it just. If you just leave the water alone, it will become distilled and clean, and the dirt will fall to the bottom, and then you can drink the clean water. Like you don't want to mess it up again. You learn from falling over and getting a scar and a bruise. Even if it was early life trauma and shit, which is fucking filthy. But what are you gonna do? It's all generational anguish that goes up upon the next generation until people stop doing it. So you become consciously aware of, don't do that. And then you fix it for other people too. Yeah. I hear you, Vince. Yeah, no, you can't. In a world that you go, there's no such thing as good or bad, but we know what bad would be. We know what good is. But as a larger thing, there's a whole spectrum. It's a large, it's wide and varied what a good and bad thing is. It really is. But we don't justify it. You just go, okay, well, what are you gonna do? You can't. It's like you can't stop it. I mean, you can. I mean, should if somebody punches you in the face, should you turn the other cheek? That kind of shit. Perhaps not. Maybe that's the time you got to stand up to the bully. Other times, maybe it was a weak person having a bad moment, and you should allow for that and go. And they'll learn through that, and they won't do that anymore. It's a tough. You got to juggle that one around. Children are life's long for self. Well, yeah, I mean, I've noticed people. Back to the kid thing again. Sometimes you notice someone when they do have a child, it reinvigorates them to be like childlike. Like a lot of people, they don't have fun in life. They take everything way too serious. There's like, it's like a drag on their own existence. And then they have a kid, or maybe they get a puppy or a cat or whatever, and they get reinvigorated and they see like the goofiness of being a kid, the childlike nature. Like Danny is very fucking childlike. You're a goofy little kid. You're super sensitive. You're very emotional, reactionary. You smile, you laugh, you cry, you do all that shit. A lot of people they're too stoic. They got lost in trying to be an adult. Yeah, Vince, take care, bro. Tell your mom I said happy birthday. Tell her I owe her. Whatever she wants from me, she can have. I don't even know what she looks like. How old is she? I like old women too. That's fine. What's up, gentlemen? Vince, yeah, no one goes towards suffering atrociously. Yes. Okay, I think you're out of here, but I'll adjust that. Yeah, I mean, I think Vince was maybe taking it to the nth degree. Killing babies and rabid dogs and atrocities, and like that's such a minuscule aspect of life and reality. Most of the trauma we deal with is more of a mass psychological hypnosis trauma. Much less of it is, you know, I mean, the atrocity is that there's a McDonald's there, or is it the fact that people still go and eat it, knowing damn well that that's poison? Because you would say no one goes through suffering, yet every day of my life I see people smoke cigarettes that smell bad, that taste bad, that you don't get anything good out of it. They go to, you know, the store and buy the worst of the foods, and they're running towards suffering. Oh yeah, the incognito, the preemies and all the hoses and pokes and shit. Yeah, you don't. You don't want to relive that shit. I mean, I have faint memories of when I used to get allergy shots. I got a lot. Just the idea of needles in general. And they poked me once a week, man. I had 100 needles in my arm one day, and then once a week. It was hell. Why? Because I suffered from Munchausen's by proxy. I was made to believe I was sick when I wasn't, and then was poisoned. What was I going to do to defend myself? I'm 8 years old. What am I going to do? Not believe that my parents had my best interest at heart? In hindsight, I can tell you they didn't. They didn't care, and they were stupid. So that's what I know. Oh yeah, you guys, if you want to, you can give me a thumbs up. You can also Cash App, Venmo. That'd be really helpful right now because, well, yeah, I gotta go find a place to live today, and I would like to eat at some point. So if you want to, I'd appreciate it. 8 balls and Prozac? What are we talking about, Danny? I swear, sometimes you just say some random ass shit. You're talking about 8 balls of cocaine? You're talking like 8? Like you're talking about pool and Prozac? A Prozac bar? I don't even know what that. Prozac and Paxil. Yeah, sometimes I kind of forget that most people probably did some, I don't know, drugs for depression or anxiety or whatever, and I never did any of those things. I somehow lucked out of that. I did like when I was a kid. There was always some sort of medication. There's always something. I was getting prodded and poked and stabbed, and there's always some sort of pills that my parents were giving me. But then when I became like, I don't know, maybe when I could make a decision for myself, maybe like 12, 13. No, I never did any of that shit. Liquor, then cocaine, then liquor. No, I never did that either. The coca was not part of my life. No, other people I knew, they had problems with that. I didn't fuck with it. This is it right here. Cheers. Oh, that's what. You were on Paxil, Prozac and Paxil. Do you think that had like a profound effect on the like your brain? Like, do you think you'd be different if you hadn't done those? Do you think your brain works like a normal person's? I don't know what normal is anymore, but like can you like now your choice is what, like some herbs, some alcohol once in a while as a remedy, self-medicate? Whoa, injections on the daily. That's crazy, dog. Yeah, man. I sometimes I forget that. Like that when I walk around, my assumption is that most people are just normal, somewhat sober people. But then when I go to people's houses and I reconsider and I look around and I'm like, most people out there in public, they're on drugs. What percentage of people in America, in the United States, what percentage of people are on drugs? I mean, whatever it might be. Like, okay, for me, I consider if someone's drinking a beer, that to be normal. It just because I live in a culture, people in New Orleans drink. There's a lot of other cities that they're drinking is the culture, but it doesn't change people too much. Where an uphill will have somebody into a whole different architecture of the way their mind functions. And most people are on drugs. Most people are on those. Smoking weed will change you quite a bit. The little orange bottles of shit. Like, man, people really be popping pills, man. This motherfucker over here, he's smoking meth. This dude's on cocaine. I tell people, dude, I talk to people on a regular basis. They be telling me the craziest stories. Like, oh yeah, they used to smoke this much meth. They used to smoke crack. They used to I'm like, what? Like, to me, it doesn't make any sense because it's not lifestyle I lived. But like, I met some mighty normal people that, like, you wouldn't know it. I mean, think about all those. Think about people that you've even looked up to as Hollywood actors and whatever. How many of them had substance issues? I don't even say an issue, but like that was their thing. And then you just look around amongst you right out here. If I walk down the street, probably about 90% of people I walk past will be on drugs. Yeah, there we go. The food is drug. So wouldn't I only be intelligent to drink beer to try to clean some of the drugs out of me? Now you'd say this is a poison. I'd say no, it's not. There's poison in that faucet water. We know this. There's poison in the food. If I drink this, I know exactly what it is. It's alcohol, and it will remove that shit from me. I feel like I would assume that even most of you might think that my brain works at a pretty fucking high level. I'm attentive. I have quality things to say. My brain seems to function, and I think it's due to the beer. I probably shouldn't drink out of aluminum cans because that might be doing something to my what's that thing? My memory. I'm kidding. But yeah, this is about the healthiest thing I can do. They do be fucking with our food, man. And how and why? Can't I just make that choice for myself? Why do I go to the store and I just want to, like, hey, let me just get a snack? And then I gotta study multiple languages, look at the box and say, is everything in here even? And then after I thought I knew it, I get on the internet and it tells me, well, apparently they can name something by a different name now, and it actually means it's poison. They just changed the name. They've been doing this for years. And my question is, why? Why keep poisoning us? Least poisonous thing right here. I swear, I'm telling you. when I eat a lot, I will have problems with my system. The pooping is weird. My knuckles get a little achy and sore, and things don't seem to function at a very high rate. But if I just drink water, drink piss, drink juice, drink beer, I'm there. I'm good. Everything functions. Wonder why that is. Ha 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 ha. Incognito. Imagine how delightful one would be to find out that all of the vices in this life turned out to be their virtues. That's brilliant. That's so much. That's so much Alan Watts. It's completely Alan Watts. I feel like I'm horny. I feel a little sexy. That's me. Hooray! I'm glad. I want to have a drink. Enjoy. What are you doing? Are you right about that? You're right about that. I had a cigar yesterday, so listen. I actually well, that was 2 days ago. I had a cigar and shot of tequila and a Tecate. Good times. Reset the mic. Okay. Is that better? Is that good? Not yet, no. Is that good? Try it again. Okay, I'm just gonna jump out the room and come back then. All right. How about now? Count to 4. I count 4, 3, 2, 1. Better, best. Good. Where were we before this? Where did I leave off with my last? With the hijinks. What did I say? What were we talking about? Fill me in what I was talking about. See, I told you, memory goes to shit. Oh yeah. Anybody? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the tune. It's always funny whenever you're trying to think about what you were thinking, and it gets rid of your memory. It just vanishes. Like, what's up, Fire Drake? Oh, that's what we're doing. Oh yeah. I was talking about that. Yes. There you go, Fire Drake. Incognito was saying, delighted would be to find out the vices turn out to be virtues. What I mean, most of you here, I would say, Fire Drake, you know very well, like, you've done enough substances and weird things, I'm sure, in your life. And don't they tend to be things that taught you, that you learned from, that actually are they just happen to instill or help or change or alter your course of life for the better? The memo will return with a cleaner aura. Yeah. Masturbation included. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The Alan Watts bit, which just talks about, like, that's you. This is what you are right there. There, check you out. You're right there. I'm right here. Look at the shit. I got my feetsies. I got my knees, my elbows, my hands. Look at what is this? Is it eyebrows? Those are cool. What are these doing? My hair is kind of knotted up, but comb that shit out a little later. This is my experience. I think maybe, you know, the whole idea of meditation for people, I think is an abstract notion in the sense that they try to think about what they should be meditating on rather than just going, you could just meditate and go, holy fuck, look at this. I'm alive. Try it. Look at there you are. Holy shit, look at isn't this brilliant? And people miss the most basic the most basic now moment. And you can be doing anything you want right now. That's the thing. You could be taking a shit. You could be sniffing your poop. You could be peeing. You could be having sex with someone. You could be, well, some of you probably can't have sex with me because you probably smell weird. You could take a walk. You go take a bath. You could go jump in a pool somewhere. There's really an unlimited number of things that you could be doing right now. And most people just go, what's up, Parzival? Yoking the moment. That's exactly. There it is. That is the yoga. Yeah, that's what yoga is, right? I forget who broke that one down, but the word yoga is the word yoke. It means to yoke yourself to whatever the fuck it is. Same thing with the word yoga is also the word fast. The word fast is the word fastening. So you fasten something like a belt together or something to something. Yoga means the same thing as fasting. So if you're on your yoga, you're on your fast. You fast on anything. Everybody thinks of fasting as don't eat. You can literally fast on a bread. There's bread fasts. You can fast on Snickers bars if you want. Life is a yoke. Life is a joke. All right. Do smart guy Zen last night. Bought a 6-pack. Brilliant move on my part. Brilliant move because I knew that when I got up, I'd want a beer. And now I have one. Look at that. Planning ahead. A lot of people don't plan ahead. I planned ahead a whole 12 hours to have proper breakfast. What did everybody else have? What everybody else have for breakfast here? Most do. Okay, let's see. Fire Drake is in the same Central Standard Time as me. Danny is 2 hours behind, right? It's only 7:30 for you, Danny. Parzival is what? What are you like 8 hours ahead? What time is it? Like 3:30 for you? What else up in here? Incognito, where are you from? What's your time stamp? 7:30 for you. Yeah, Incognito, where are you from? It's 5 there. Okay. Oh, you're that many ahead. Or am I just bad at math? 10 ahead. Fire Drake. You make me laugh because every time I think that I maybe I shouldn't be drinking this early or something, and I'm like, what's Fire Drake doing? Oh, he's definitely having a beer. He's definitely doing something. And you're still a reasonable, adequate human, whilst slugging down some 8% pumpkins. That's a big one, man. See, I can't do the heavy beers, man. Because I'll get too drunk too quick. I like to drink all day. I like to sip on a fucking shitty beer. See, the 16 ounce, I'll drink 14 ounces and then pour the rest out. Because it's like backwash or that. It's not even backwash. It's just kind of like warm. Yeah, and I can just drink these all day. If I drank an 8%, I'd be like, See, that would be that's a meal unto itself. I just like I'd have to drink differently. I like the some people have they like something in her mouth. She has an oral fixation. She likes a cigarette in her mouth, some weed, a cock, whatever. She has an oral fixation. Some people have that. I have something where I feel like I need something to do with my hands. I mean, I'm not like handy gesture all the time, but it just feels more comfortable to have a beer here. And if I drank something that was 8%, I'll get way too drunk. Can't have that. It's like interesting because I'm always walking around the city that I have a backpack and it's somewhere to put my thumbs. Does anybody have this? When I don't have a backpack on, I feel fucking naked. Some people have that thing they need. Like I've gone through like having rings and watches and things, and they're nice, and I feel comfortable with them on. But if I don't have a backpack on, I feel naked. Does anybody have that? No? Is that just me? I live a very outdoorsy. I mean, not as outdoorsy as Fire Drake. I mean, he's like he tugs trees and shit. I mean, I do too, but not to his extent. But I'm always walking around the city, and I gotta have my stuff. Gotta have somewhere to keep my beers. Fire Drake, good shit, man. Yeah, hopefully I'll be back over at the place I was at a couple months ago. I think that's gonna work out. We'll see. I'm fucking. It's 9:30. I gotta be out of here at 11, and I'm like, fuck. I'm just doing the thing where it will work out. Stop worrying. Like it's really like I'm too old to be worried about things anymore. Like, okay, I'm 43, right? So I did most of the stupid shit that I've ever done when I was in my early 20s, right? I mean, the worst thing that could ever happen really would have already happened, Like the only thing I could ever imagine is somebody, some chick coming up to me like, "Oh, here's your kid. He's like 20." That's about it. That's the only semi kind of like maybe. But at that, I'm like, "Oh, you're already grown up. I don't even gotta do shit." Maybe he's rich. Maybe he'll give me some money. I don't fucking know. I'm 1 year. Yeah, you're Danny. Wait. You were born in 78. I thought you said 79. I thought you was you're 44. Yeah. You're the elder statesman here. I'm just some young buck. Yeah, so what I've learned, if I could teach anybody here anything, I don't know who's in the background. Try doing the opposite of worry. Whatever the opposite of worry is, do that. Promote yourself to a good place. Because really, you have to realize this. This should be most settling, comforting thing you could ever hear. 99% of the stupid shit that you ever thought bad that would happen never happened. In fact, most of the history that you've been given out there, you read a book, you watch the news, all this shit, I'm gonna let you a little secret. The Civil War didn't happen the way you think. The World Wars didn't happen the way you think. I would go as far as say some of the things that they would tell you can't say in certain countries, that didn't exist the way you think, which makes the world a better place. Everything, I mean, think about it. You say there's kids with guns shooting up school shootings. What if I told you that was a lie? Would you be happier to know that that's all bullshit and made up and propaganda? You'd be pissed that they made you believe that. But wouldn't it be better that all of those kids didn't die? What if I told you that? What if everything you can verify it for yourself? Think of all the dumb shit you've done and what you think that would happen, and it never happened. Am I wrong? Of course I'm not wrong. Of course, when's the last time I was wrong? Yeah, promotion, man. Who's turtle tipping? What does that even mean? Does that mean when you have like a little poopy coming out? Like, is that like a turtle head? Turtle tipping? Yeah, I don't know, man. I think the world is. I think you gotta just change your mind. Change the way you think. How do you do that? You just go, well, I could think right now there's a missile coming through the window to blow up the place. I could think that. Or I could think that my neighbor's going to come over here in her panties and ask me for some afternoon delight. I could think the same, right? Now, there's a better possibility that the second thing happens rather than the first. And wouldn't it be more fun? You could think anything. You could think that you have you got to pay $1 million for bills, or you could think that somebody's going to hand you $1 million. What's more? You got to just change whatever you're seeing. It's weird. I was listening to this video the other day. I think I told you guys maybe 3 days ago. And it was a movie, and what they did in the movie was they put two audios. One said fuck and one said princess something, right? It was really weird. And if you looked at it and heard fuck, like if you just looked at the word fuck on the screen, it would, I mean, at least it worked for me this way. But now I was like, okay, what is it? What else might it say? And it said, princess, whatever. And I was like, I couldn't make my brain not do it. It was everything. I was like, pick one. And so if that works that way, what else in my reality am I affecting? Like my perception of. What's up, Eugenie? What are you doing? Where are we at here? Haha, my neighbor coming over to get download. Oh, she's I mean, hopefully she cannot hear me, but even if she heard me, I wouldn't mind. I think she's kind of adorable. She's cutesy. Like I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of sexual tension. It's kind of it's interesting. Hey, Eugenie, retrospectology. You're white. Can you join? I don't know, Eugenie. You're not. White people are not allowed here. Danny. Smoking and waking and baking. Oh, hold on, Eugenie? Did you see that? She went off. She went off on the white folk. Really rude. I am not offended by it, but if you're white and you want to be offended, you should be offended. It was it was incredulous. You ate tacos on a Wednesday? You had Taco Wednesday? I don't think I ate yesterday. No, I didn't eat yesterday. See, I went out and drank beers and was goofy with all the people in the streets, listened to a lot of good jazz, a lot of good music yesterday. And now we're crushing some fucking beers at 9:40 in the morning. Yeah, who's your? Oh yeah, hey, that's Danny. That's funny because didn't you just Danny? You posted that Taco Daddy truck, right? What's your hey Eugenie? What's your what's your taco of choice? Are you like into like the weird shit like beef tongue or like elephant butthole or whatever? I don't know. Mexicans do some weird shit. They do like tripe. I'm like, I don't know. I just want the regular steak, chicken, fish. I don't know. Some brisket. Some I don't know. What's your damn thing? Oh, skirt steak with onion and cilantro. Okay, you know what's up. Yep, yep, yep. Cilantro is say no more. I get it. You already know. You already know. Do you get it burrito style, like the big fat fajita burrito, or you getting a small, just like I want to? I just want to go up to the little spot over here and you get the $1.50 tacos. And there's a couple like you know carne asadas. Yeah, 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 yeah. Cilantro and onion, key game changer. Cilantro and onion, and then whatever their homemade hot sauce is. I probably want verde. Probably want the green shit. I could have a Taco Thursday today maybe. Considering my funds are pretty low right now. Oh, hey, speaking of, if anybody wants to, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, if you want to help a brother out. I eat cheap. I'm a cheap date. You can help me out eat today. Hopefully I'll have an indoor domicile. Hopefully I'll have a place to stay. Oh, if anybody here, I'll put it out here again. If anybody knows anyone in New Orleans that has a room, let me fucking know. I have money. I have enough to pay for a room. Help a brother out. Or if you got a car, I'll sleep in the fucking car. What that's it's serious business out here. What else? What else do you do? Oh, a tecate, 4 tacos and a burrito. Oh, you fat pig. Eugenie, 4 tacos and a burrito? Are you chubby, dude? You just eat? Oh, you just got that. All your friends are your friends are Mexican in Chicago. Uh, One of my best friends in the world, his name is Chicago. Well, we call him Chicago because he's Southside. What part of Chicago? Southside. Limon salt. Tapatio. Yeah, Tapatio is the way to go. Okay, so the best hot sauces in order: Crystal, Louisiana, Tapatio, Frank's. Anybody can debate me on this? Louisiana. Well, it depends on the sweet. I guess it depends on what you're eating, but Tapatio. If you're eating tacos, Tapatio. Most anything else, I'm going with Louisiana. Frank's for certain meals because it's a little sweeter. And oh yeah. And any green salsa I really like. Any green hot sauce. Gordita. The salsa, yeah. Versus 3 tacos in the dinner. Yeah, what I think today is gonna be. I think today will be a taco kind of day. I'm feeling taco-y. It's cold, so the hot sauce will be nice. Well, I mean, actually, it depends. It depends. If I I gotta go find this. If I have a domicile, I will eat tacos because if I eat tacos with hot sauce, I don't want to be shitting out in public. I don't like shitting at random places. This is a nice hotel. It's my rule in life. You know what's funny is like whenever I'm hanging out in the corner, there's 3 bathrooms I'll go to, and one like even if I'm like 5 blocks, 6 blocks away, I'll go to this one hotel because they have a nice bathroom. and I know the door guy, and he's really cool. So just go there to do my poopies. And that might be too much for people, but I do once in a while talk about fecal matter. Yep. Mm. Yeah, cooking. Yeah, I do too, Danny. My favorite thing to cook, Hispanic food. I think my favorite thing to cook is Indian food. There's just something about the aroma, and if you really dig into it, like when you get all of the seeds and all of the, and you toast it, and it's a whole process. And I like naan, a garlic onion naan. It's basically Indian. Indian is similar. It's similar to Mexican in the sense that you could make a taco out of that naan bread, and the chewiness is so good. Yeah, buttery garlic onion naan. You could do like what's the green onions on that shit too? That's what's up. Flank steak. Okay, so for everybody here, you can only have one kind of food. All you're eating, you could pick. I'm gonna tell you, you could pick Greek, Italian, Mexican, Indian. Pick one. And I mean, whatever else. Ethiopian. A lot of people sleep on Ethiopian. Like just the standard. You say African, we know what we're talking about. What would it be? I'd have a hard time between Indian and Greek. I could eat Indian or Greek food every day. Oh, you're Bulgarian? Is that you're Bulgarian? So what is Eugenie? What's the so fire Drake Indian? Yeah, Greek and Indian is tough right there. Because I like the oily of the Greek, but then the Indian, the flavors are just out of this world. So what's a Bulgarian food? What's the standard like? You're like, come eat. What are you cooking? What's the thing? Yeah, the kitty. It's basically like a Greek style. So a lot of oils and olives and. I mean, I really like if I had to really choose, I would just eat whatever's in New Orleans, whatever we got here. So Cajun, Creole. I guess it'd be Indian. I don't know, Indian, Greek, Cajun, Creole, something like that. I don't know. It's just too much flavor. Oh, kebabs. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got some pretty decent Greek Mediterranean. I guess if you could just say Mediterranean food, that give you a little larger. Fire Drake. Look up. Go to Yelp. Look up Saffron in New Orleans. Or you don't even need to go to Yelp. Just look up Saffron in New Orleans. It's like one of the greatest restaurants on the planet. Like you can't even get a table there. It's a Cajun inspired Indian restaurant. And fucking incredible. It's where you go to eat like your birthday meal for New Year's, for whatever, if you can get in. Yes, Saffron is stupid good. You need to come. I don't even know why you. What's wrong with all of you motherfuckers? You know me long enough. Come down here. Come eat with me. Come hang out. We'll eat at all these restaurants and get really drunk. Yeah, no, it's really, really, really good. Yeah. I don't even know how it was interesting because it was across the river in this tiny little. It was a place that was open for like 3 hours a day, and they did catering. And then they once they realized that everybody was like, "Yo, your food is the shit," and then they moved over here onto this major thoroughfare of the best restaurants in the country on Magazine Street. Oh, Dyna-fucking-mite, dude, and it's set up so lovely inside. Yeah. Hey Eugenie, have you ever been here? What if you turn into a werewolf? Yeah, well, don't get too close to Seifel because he'll cause it. He'll raise havoc. Okay, good to see Juniper's for a season. Yeah, hey, Incognito, have you ever been down here? Have you ever been to New Orleans? And when you said Juniper's, are you talking about Juniper's on here? You talking about base to base? Thank you. Yeah, you guys observe this. Retrospectology, Eugenie said. Best place ever been. This is a fact. I can't explain it any other way. It just is. I mean, I've been to quite a few places. It's so much in such a small area. Like, yeah, of course, New York's cool or whatever, and Chicago's awesome, but it's so big. It's just, but here it just condensed. Kind of like the flavors of food. Oh, that's so funny. Incognito. You know, Base and Base. Her name is Juniper. Junie. Oh, you were yeah. What Fire Jake Genie? No, Eugenie, right here. What you talking about? Yeah, Mardi Gras is absurd at best. Oh, there's nothing like I don't know how many hours, how many days, how much like right now when I leave here, because this is my last day at this place. I'm gonna hopefully walk into my other apartment that will be next to the quarter. I'll just walk out the quarter, and that's my day. And then I'll say hi to you guys and shoot the shit with all the locals and the goofballs, and then listen to the most amazing music and drink some beers. And I'm not complaining. Like what? Like there's nowhere that you get all the music, and that's from me. That's always what it is. It's the music. Uh, Incognito, peace out, yo. Only a week. Well, I mean, a week is still you'll the first 2 days you just blow through. You know, you'll just burn yourself out in 2 days, and then you have to like recoup on day three. You have to get breakfast. 3,000 years of longing. I'll check it out. Uh-huh. Yeah, Eugenie, if you're coming down here, man, you said you are coming down for Mardi Gras this year, or you did already? Is what you're saying. Mm. Yeah, man, the music. It's it's like just you get to be this close, like you can touch them. You can be like shake their hand. It's like the best musicians in the world. Like I'd have to go and spend $150 to get a ticket to go watch music that is okay from a big ass fucking room and stinking and beers are $8 and I can just go sit there with a backpack and sit next to people making music that is like, who the fuck are these people? It's oh, it's delightful. Yeah, I think that, I mean, between that and you can drink beers in the streets and not worry about it, and then the people are really cool, and then the food is better. Like I don't know. Yeah, just the sound of, like, you guys can hear right where I am now. You guys can just hear the street. It's not like that. I mean, this is just like one part of the whole thing. And then if I go over there, you can hear, we go play with the ducks in the park and all this shit. And you go over here and there's a certain smell and aroma. And then there's a certain sound. If I go to that block, and if I go down there, and there's somebody playing music somewhere. It's yeah. The smell and the sound is just overwhelming. I think that's maybe like being synesthetic to a degree. I don't know if you know what the word synesthetic means, synesthesia. It's like if I hear something, I can smell it. If I see something, I can taste it. It's a weird, you know. It's like if somebody says it's as cold as green glass, tasting like lime or something, you know, like that's you all of your senses kind of like hypersensitive. So like here it's just like this overabundance of like what the fuck? Like every day is like that. It's always Easter. It's always Christmas. It's always 4th of July. It's always a holiday. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's like a radio station on radio. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. The smell. That's right. Yep. Well, it's very funny because some people that are from here, you know, there's only a few idiots here, and they'll say they're the ones that are like kind of like they hate the fact that they're here because they're indoorsy people and they complain about the city. But they're the kind of people that will go out on Bourbon Street and then bitch about it smelling like piss and vomit. I'm like, that's not locals doing it. That's you motherfuckers coming to our city and shitting and pissing all over our street, on Bourbon Street. But we're okay with that because you pay us a lot of money. There's plenty of scrappy, sloppy hookers in here. There's music everywhere. There's people fucking on stage. There's a whole shit storm going on right there. Keep it on that street. But then locals will go there and then act like that's what the whole city smells like. No, dude, you can walk down any street. There's flowers blooming everywhere. Go down any street. You'll see a chicken. You'll see a goat. You'll see some of the best smelling flowers anywhere, any time of the year. And then people are gonna bitch about Bourbon Street. Well, don't fucking go on Bourbon Street then. What's up, Divine Hazel? What you doing? hey, how you doing there? Yeah. Eugenie, that's funny. You say it's like a walking massage, which is funny too. Walk through the quarter, and how many little Asian shops? $5, rub your feet, and they're all really good. It's not even expensive. Go get your fucking feet rubbed. It's worth it. What's that, Divine? You got a hot tub, Danny? Lucky you. Fire Jake, you do an ice tub? Okay, an ice tub with salt, that doesn't burn your skin? Because usually if you put salt in ice, it makes it colder, right? It makes it more like... And does the oil not sit on top? Yeah. This, yeah, it's the only comparable place to me. Um, there's parts of Chicago that I liked, but I was only there for a very short time. I liked Atlanta. Atlanta and Chicago are pretty cool, but for density of space to moment of the effect of being somewhere. Yeah, I don't think you really. I mean, I like the beach and all. I've lived on a few beaches. I've lived on some cool places, but nah. Yeah, the cold showers. Yeah, the cold showers in the morning, man. I don't all the shit. This is so funny. All the shit that I talk about and teach about that I've done, like the cold showers, the Shiba Boo. I don't do it as much as I probably should. Oh, watch out for this. I don't do it as much as I should. I'm lazy about it. I find some weird comfort in being lazy. I mean, I'm very active. Like I walk. Yesterday I probably walked like 15 miles. Like I mean, I do things, but there's something really delightful about just going. I'm just gonna sit here. It's like I'm just comfortable. I think maybe many people they find themselves always needing to do something, and it gets in the way. Like right now, there's something I should probably be doing, and I'm not being apathetic. I'm not being lazy. I'm just going. I'll do it when I need to do it. Like I could be a walking ball of anxiety and whatever, and then instead I'll just rather go. Yeah. Chicago is chill. New York is like a bigger New Orleans. Yeah, New York is just too much. It's just too fast. There was like, I mean, being from Baltimore and upstate, whatever. It's like the fast pacedness of things. I couldn't deal with. Nobody got time. Nobody got time for shit. It's too cold. Yeah, the hot and cold keeps your lymph system working. Uh, yeah, even when I'm stressed out, like right now, is about as like this right here. Honestly, as stressed as I've ever been in a very long time. This is it. What am I gonna do? I don't really have like much of a say in the matter. Like I'm sitting here, I gotta say it's 10:10. I gotta be out of here at 11. I gotta take a shit and then go see if I have a place to live. That's my day. Pretty all right. Yeah, New York. I've been there a couple times. It's just too much going on. There's no like when you talk about like hypersensitivity and like even though there's a lot going on here, people wise, smells wise, music wise, it's you can traverse it. Where New York City, when I was there, I was just like, you walk past people, you're like, I'm never gonna see this person again. They're in a hurry. They're going shopping. They're doing this. They're doing that. Everything is busy work, and I'm just like, it was like, I can't do this. Divine. Yeah, you're right about the people suck in public. Like, I really enjoy the company of people, except for sometimes you need to not be around me. That's why I go into just fucking chill mode. Like I'm at home, just watching a video, meditating, writing, doing something. I gotta do me. I can't even have people around. But other times I'm like, where are the humans at? Tanny, who are you talking to? Who looks amazing? Me? What did I do? This is what I look like. Don't I always look like this? Do I look different sometimes? Speaking of that, let me go take a piss. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah, that's where, yeah, Divine, that's where it's at. Putting yourself around, like, for me, I want to be around either, I like being around ducks, dogs, or music. That's kind of my thing. Ducks, dogs, and music. I have no idea what it is, but I don't no idea why. But I think it's because ducks somehow gravitate towards me. I think that's why I like them. I think because they like me. But then again, maybe they like me because I have food. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. What do you? Hey, Divine, or hey, Junior, are you putting up a new thing up there? Are you gonna put a duck up there in the corner? Instead of the unicorn with his hair blowed out. The crows. I love crows. Those are my. You'll find a better duck. I love crows. They don't really, as much as I'm a crow person, they don't really fuck with me too much. Like they get close enough, they'll talk to me, but they don't come over and interact with me. Maybe it's just city crows are different than country crows, I suppose. They hang out where the ducks are, but they're always up in the tree. They're not really doing anything. They're kind of just like surveying the land. They're not really. The Fire Drake, ducks, dogs, and dicks. I don't think I said dicks, Fire Drake, but ducks, dogs, and virginers. Ah, Divine, thank you. Yeah, that'd be nice. I haven't been pet in a while. Not get any good pettings. It's crazy, right? It should be pretty easy for me. I think the thing is, I think it's the fact that I hang out on the streets with the book bag on, where if I go into a bar, I think I could probably accomplish the task. But if I go into a bar, it costs me too much money and I can't really afford it. So I just walk around the streets drinking beers because I get 6 of these for $6.50. If I go into a bar, what's a beer going to cost me? At least $3. And because I tip too much, I'm fucking $40 in before I even sit down. Fire Drake, I need some nanny pettings. That would be nice. Yeah. Oh, Daddy, you pet yourself recently? Was that on anyone's encouragement, or was that just on your own? Oh. Well, hey, check it out, everybody. Let me go fucking figure out whether or not I'm homeless. I gotta make a couple calls and see what's up. It's a pleasure to see everyone. Well, I mean, I can't really see you, but it's a pleasure being here. If you guys want to help a brother out, there's all my stuff right there: CashApp, PayPal, Venmo, blah blah blah. But it's 10:20, so I gotta go grab my shit and make my way to hopefully another domicile. If not, you'll see me outside. And yeah, I'll be covered in rat feces and other shit, or I'll be inside. We'll see. It's good to see everybody. Remember the rules. Be kind to yourself. Be weird. Everyone else is already taken. If you can help out somebody, if it's me, that's great. If it's somebody else, that's great too. But I'll try to get back to you guys a little later today. It should be fun. Don't piss off any Asian. Don't worry, I won't piss off any Asian ladies, but I might piss on one. Yeah. Good to see everybody. Peace out, Eugenie. Peace out, Daddy. Peace out, fucking Fire Drake and Divine and Carson and whoever the hell else is in here. Did I miss anybody? Okay, bye, bitches. I'm out.